Fascinating facts. How come? Explaining everyday mysteries. Why are some oceans green and others blue? And the water we drink clear? What color is water for real? Well, the surprising answer is water is blue, but there is so little of it in a drinking glass that it appears to be clear. If you were to fill a very tall building that was made of glass with water, you would see that the water indeed does look blue. Water looks different colors depending on how the water molecules absorb and reflect light. The molecules absorb much of the red through green part of the spectrum, leaving that blue color that we see. Way out in the middle of the ocean, there is the deepest part, and it can appear to be a deep blue or almost purple. Near land along the coastlines, water shades can be from blue to yellow, green to yellow, green yellow. And why that difference? Well, the answer has to do with what is floating in that water and how deep the water is. Tiny plants near the coastlines contain a chemical called chlorophyll. It absorbs much of the red and blue light and leaves a lot of the green light behind. So coastlines often look green. Now from space, the colors of the ocean, like land, show where life is more concentrated. So green waters are more concentrated and deep blue waters are less concentrated. What is that crackling noise when you pop your joints? Does it really give you arthritis? There are actually a few things happening when you hear this noise. Sometimes gas bubbles become trapped in our joints, and with a little bit of pressure relief, they're able to escape, making that popping sound. It can also be the simple noise of your tendons popping, and your tendons and your joints rub together, and it pops, makes that sound. So popping your joints does not have any direct correlation to arthritis. However, some studies have found that constant popping of your joints or knuckles can lead to tissue swelling. Do you have any idea what makes our ears ring? Well, our ears are supposed to pick up sounds from the outside, not make noise. But sometimes, even in a really quiet room, we hear noises that seem to come from inside our head. It can sound like a radio tuned between stations, a high-pitched noise, a humming sound, buzzing. All of these describe tinnitus, which we commonly refer to as ringing in the ear. You may hear these sounds leaving a concert, maybe a stadium after a loud game or a large explosion. Most times the ringing goes away after a good night's sleep. But loud noises, especially repeated over time, can damage permanently our ears. Our ears have hair cells. Strange, I know, but they do. That are what gets hurt by the loud noises. They can be bruised, tangled, or even slip from their roots. When that happens, it can impair or destroy your hearing because the damage has caused the hair cells to stay in the on position, which your brain interprets as sound. A cold or flu, an overgrowth of spongy bone in the inner ear, high blood pressure, and cholesterol can contribute to ear ringing as well. That's all of our fascinating facts for today. When we come back to you next month, we will have a whole new list of fascinating things to share with you on Fascinating Facts, How Come? Everyday mysteries explained. Thanks for joining me.